All right, let's quickly talk about posture because I see all kinds of positions, obviously teaching, rounded back, just you can't even imagine, right? It's very important to nail posture as part of our fundamentals from the very beginning because when we get our posture correct, the golf swing becomes a lot more simple. We can just turn in our posture and then turn down on our posture. Okay, that's what professionals do very well. It's too much knee bend at address, okay? I don't want knee bend, and especially among athletes. I teach a lot of athletes, a lot of former football players, big squatters. They'll get this excessive curvature in their lower back and excessive knee bend, okay? Now, that's great for a back squat. That's not great for a golf swing because from here, if I'm squatting, I'm then going to want to go up and down, okay, which is not what we want. And on the way through, if I have this S posture here, or the excessive curve in my lower back, that's not going to feel too good. That's going to bite on me, and obviously there's a lot of lower back problems in golf, okay? So two things here, three. Number one, hip hinge, all right? Where we want to be at setup is we want to think more taking a bow rather than getting ready for a heavy squat. All right, really to find your posture, you're just going to get your grip here. All right, hold this club out. You're relatively straight up and down here, just wider than shoulder width. All right, and then let's take a bow and put that club down. That's where we want to be. Okay, and that's how I'm going to teach a junior. We're going to be here, hold this out. All right, and then bend over, push your hips back a little bit. All right, a little bit of knee bend. We're not locked out, but we don't want excessive knee bend. All right. Number two, let's talk about the pelvis, okay? As I just alluded to, a lot of times we'll see that S posture because people are they think this is a good postural position. What we want at address, this belt line, when I have this excessive kind of lordotic curve, this is pointed down, okay? My belt line. I want to get this belt line flatter to the turf rather than pointed straight down at the turf. Getting that belt line flat with just a slight tuck of the pelvis is going to keep this flat. It's going to keep this area safer. And number three, our upper back, our scapula, our thoracic spine, okay? We don't want excessive C posture. Some rounding is okay, but generally what I'm thinking is hip hinge number one, some engagement number two, and then some engagement in my upper back number three. Now we don't need to be here like tight, this perfect kind of flat symmetrical, but we don't want to be old man either. We want to be somewhere in between. We want to be relaxed and let our arms hang, okay, but we want to be engaged with our pelvis and then have a good hip hinge, okay? Those are some keys for posture for you.